can see where we're at. And excuse me, let me turn that off. Again, my name is, if we haven't encountered each other before, I think I've met all of you at least via Zoom. My name is Heather Reifer. I'm with the America 250 Friends at the Community Foundation. I'm with Emily Dina, who is taking notes for us today and monitoring the chat and various things. To keep us moving. And if I can't share something, she might be able to. She's my backup plan every day. So why don't I go around the room? Hank, are you there? I see your ceiling, I think.
Yes, you do. I'm not in some exotic place. I'm in Chad's Ford. But so having said that, my name is Hank Summer. I live in Chad's Ford, neighboring to many of you in Chester County. So good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And Colin Hanna?
Hi, I am audio only because I'm in the car, but nice to check in with you on behalf of the Brandywine Valley Symphony.
Great, glad to have you here. Leslie, we'll keep on the music theme.
Yeah, hi, I'm Leslie Vernick. I'm the president of the Chester County Concert Band based in Westchester.
Great. And then Bob Sheedy?
Take myself on mute. Bob Sheedy, Kennett Township Historic Commission, working under who she won't be able to make it, but we'll be messaging back and forth. Caitlin Morgenstern, who is one of the township employees for planning the 250.
Kate just messaged us that she can't she's driving, so she can't unmute. So she's here.
Right.
I'm listening.
We have her note, so we're good to go.
So, and then we have Sarah LaCour, is it?
Yeah, LaCour is great. I'm Sarah. I'm a youth services staff member at the Avongrove Library, and I'm just here to find out what other people are doing and how we fit into the America 250 plans.
Oh, fantastic. Well, welcome. Great. And I see Troy Grubb is here too.
Hi, everyone. I'm Troy Grubb. I'm the site administrator at Brandywine Battlefield Park.
Great. Well, welcome. I saw on Facebook the other day that you're starting the ADA walks. That's fantastic. That must be exciting to see.
Oh, it is. Yeah. It's a long time coming, and we'll provide better accessibility to our historic houses. So
yeah,
we're looking forward to it.
Fantastic. All right. Well, why don't we dive in? I am going to attempt to share my screen. Well, let me find the page that I want to share first, and then I will do that. Let's see what we got. I have too many things on my desktop, as I'm sure you all can relate to. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, can everybody see our calendar as it stands now? This is the community bulletin board that you all have access to every day of the week. We have been populating different dates on here, and if you see any errors, please let me know and we will get it updated. If you see that we're missing something, we probably don't know about it yet. So you can either fill it in yourself, or you can just let Emily and I know, and we will plug it in for you. So you can see we have days past now. We're starting to gray those out. We'll probably drop them off at some point, but it is nice for us to have a record of them. Upcoming very soon, we'll be seeing that the not Chad's Ford, wrong town. Kennett Square Library is going to be having a screening of Ken Burns' American Revolution. I have information on the page as well about how you can design your own watch party, and I'll bring it down to that. But you can see we're starting to have some things populate the calendar. They're having, I love this concept, a Be a King volunteer fair for Martin Luther King Jr. Day weekend. That's with the MLK community for Kennett Square. Carol Black reported that last month. We also have been keeping, national holidays, local holidays if we know about them, or if they, apply here. And also recording any of the crazy big events, mostly sporting events, that'll be happening next year. So this is what we have so far. Troy, we popped the Amazing Race on here from last time. Let me know if we need to add anything to this. And then here are some of the other items. So if anybody has anything that they'd like us to go ahead and add, or if you want to go ahead and add it, please feel free to do that. So we have the Brandywine Symphony's dates on here, Colin. I know you said you can't necessarily look at these pages. So this is what we have so far. Please feel free to interrupt me if you see something that you want added right now too. And we go right into 2027. You can see it's just starting. We don't have anything too much. One of the ideas that Brandywine Battlefield Park has on the horizon. But we'll have this calendar. We'll keep it going right through 2027. So right beyond that, we have some resource pages here. The America 250 friends, we've been hosting information sessions on how to do a watch party. There is a link on here to the resources for that. Let me see if I can take you to that, and can you see this? So this is okay. So this is the page on our website that gives you all information about how you can have your own watch party or be a part of another one. It also has a bunch of cool toolkits on how to do that and marketing materials. If you have any specific questions about the Ken Burns American Revolution documentary series, our teammate Kim Andrews has been looking at this very closely. And she has reported that after the documentary is released on PBS, they're going to be having shorter screenings available that people can potentially use at their sites for different programming. I'm not as versed in what you can do specifically on that, but I just want you to be aware that this information will be coming, and as we get it, we will share it. Okay, so let me back out of this, and I'm okay. So beyond that, we have just released our information about the Dare to Declare Declaration Reading Initiative. We have a number of resources. We will be having info sessions coming up on November 17th and 21st. It's an hour long, here's how to here's our resources and here's how to use them, sort of breakdown. But in the meantime, you don't have to wait for us. They are all available on the website now. If you, first it has the information about the information sessions, and then once you scroll down past that, you can see all of the different toolkits. There's three that I'm going to lift up here. One, the event organizer's guide. That's the soup to nuts guide of how to plan your Dare to Declare event. And it helps you work through all the different questions you might have in planning for your audience, your location, the event format, and so forth. Accompanying that is a program team schedule that you can use. It's a template, as well as a checklist, so you can kind of record what you're doing as you're doing it, as you're planning. And then we also have an MC guide on how to guide the conversations about the declaration, and a reader's guide. And then there's a whole other slew of information about with sample flyers, templates for if you're looking for sponsors, if you're trying to, you don't want to, reinvent the wheel on creating social media posts or media releases. There's templates there. And then for the reading of the declaration, we have versions of the declaration in large fonts so people can practice and read them easily and to share with your readers. We also have the declaration available in different languages if you want to go down that road. And let's see, we also, I'll keep scrolling down. We have information about where you can get pocket constitutions and declarations. They usually come together, sources for that. And also other documents and food for thought and resources for anything you related to planning for your Dare to Declare event. So I just want you to be aware of that. I will pop the link in the chat too, just in case you don't have the website. But that's the latest on Dare to Declare. And I've got to get my toolbar out of my way so I can get out of this and get back to our sheet. So there we go. And then there's some other helpful resources. Then there's the links for submitting your calendar of events items to the county calendar. There's also information about the wish wall. I think everyone on this call has heard me talk about the wish wall before. It's an initiative through a group called Made by Us, and they've teamed up with the New York Historical Society, as it used to be called, to have a birthday wish for America. And it's a really easy lift strategy if you're looking for other things to pair with your events throughout 2026. And they just announced a couple weeks ago that they've expanded their wish wall host guide. And when they emailed us with that information, we just copied it lock, stock, and barrel on here so you can find all the links to their new resources. And they're fantastic. They have everything from photos from this past year's wish walls, so you can get an idea of how they worked, a programming kit, marketing information again. And it also has information about how, if you do plan to do a wish wall, they're encouraging folks to register your wish wall with them, and they'll put it on their map. They're going to have a national map of all the locations of wish walls throughout the country. They're trying to make this a nationwide initiative for next year. So that's information about that. We also have information on here. You can see there's very specific. Oh, and I should mention they are having an info session of their own on November 6th about the wish wall, and how to register. The links for that are on here as well. And then we also have information from the National Constitution Center and their latest info. Their civic toolkit has now been released. I'm not sure that had happened yet when we last met. You can find an interactive Declaration of Independence on this toolkit and a whole number of other resources. And I also want to urge everyone, if you haven't submitted a request for a free civic calendar, you should do so. I just got mine a couple weeks ago, and it's a beautiful full color calendar, and it details every like founder's birthday, important dates, points of the American Revolution. I mean, it is just jam-packed with great, if nothing else, great trivia and facts and information for 250. It's fantastic. So if you haven't requested one, do so. They'll send it to you. I got it in the mail, and my husband wondered, what is she getting now? So, but it's a beautiful calendar, and I urge you to get it. So that's the latest on that. And you can see here, Emily has been adding in your information for our notes. So I'm going to duck out of this now, and we can talk about the latest. We've had a couple new folks come in as I was talking. So I first want to welcome, let's see, it looks like Judy Wilson. All right. Can you say hello? And there,
Yes. Hi. Sorry.
oh, no problem. With which organization are you with again?
I'm with Pennsbury Township, and
Pennsbury Township.
we're
Great.
just a tiny little place with very few businesses or anything. And we're trying to theoretically get something up and going, but I have to say, for some reason, everyone seems to want to put a new addition onto their old house. So we're sort of bogged down at the moment.
Totally get it. Um, I'm sorry, it just comes up as Mtg on your your name.
Yeah, I got to figure a way to change the identity. Frank McGraw from East Marlborough Township Historic Commission.
Frank, you said?
Nick Grail, yes, Frank.
In East Marlboro?
That's correct.
Great.
Heather, I have to head out to another meeting.
Yeah,
So I just wanted to share with everyone that we believe within the next couple weeks, the updated Chester County America 250 website will go live with some new links and
great.
other information. Also, in the chat, I've put the link especially for Troy and Leslie and Colin to the CC America 250 calendar. We're asking those who are the progenitors of the actual event to go to this link, fill in the information so that it goes live on the central events calendar with CC 250. So
Okay.
whenever you've got something planned, just go to this link, fill out the details. When you click submit, it will be briefly vetted and then it goes up onto the calendar.
Does this replace the information we had before under on the community calendar?
At this point, it simply goes to the current website and the current calendar, which will be transferred over to the new website.
Okay.
When you say the community calendar, was that the CVB calendar
Oh,
or?
well, I was just our community bulletin board that I was just sharing. I had info on there for how to submit your
Yeah, no,
events.
this is a separate calendar that's posted onto the CC website. We'll also have a link, I believe, to the Chester County Tourism um, calendar because, as you all know, they have absolutely everything.
Right.
Um, Also, since you're in Southern County and for you, Heather, I
Yeah.
was part of a meeting. I think our universities, both Lincoln and Westchester, are looking to do some Dare to Declare events. It would
Great.
be obviously during the school year since they're out of
Sure.
session during the summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, but in terms of South County and Westchester, what's not clear is if it's going to be internal to the campus community or if it's
Hmm.
going to be external to the surrounding community. But they're very interested in hanging their hat onto the event, and it may be something that, especially for those of you in South County, if the Lincoln University stuff is open to the public, it may be another opportunity for you to and your
Yeah.
communities to participate.
Great.
Um, and then one final thing, Heather, I'll send the information to you.
Great.
Our sustainability department is tied into the Chester County Keep America Beautiful,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they are looking to use 250 and use it as kind of a platform for engagement, community engagement. So
Hmm.
what they're looking for are for groups, whether it's a community group, whether it's a historic commission, whether
Yep.
it's members of the concert band, whether it's volunteers from the battlefield, to come together, sign up, and do a community cleanup day on either sites that are important to the community or along the roadways that are important to the community. they're really ramping up and they would love to see broad Chester County community involvement. So I can send the links and more information
Yeah,
to
if you can
you.
send a quick summary with all the links, we'll
Yeah,
get that information up on the bulletin boards and
yeah.
website and get
So,
that word out.
and more importantly, not only is it just, we're not looking at a one-time thing, but we hope like the Chester County Band, Community Band, or the Volunteers of Brandywine use this as an opportunity to embrace a locale that they become the quote owners of or the custodians of in 27, 28, et cetera, so that there's continued community involvement in keeping
Right.
the community clean. So
Absolutely.
I'll send, it may be the beginning of next week, Heather, but I'll
Yeah,
send
that's
out
the,
some more
yeah.
detailed information.
Yeah,
But
if you could send it to me, if it's I know schedules, but if you have anything or if you're going to be on the calls next week with the Westchester group and the
oh yeah,
um
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I
Hopefully.
think a couple different groups meet next week.
Right, right.
Yeah, we'll get that out to folks as much as we
Okay.
can. Yeah,
So
no,
it's
that's a
great.
great opportunity for everyone, for
It's
sure.
great to see concerts coming to life through the concert band
Mhm.
and through the symphony. And my role with the county is kind of the liaison between the Planning Commission and the Chester County America 250 County Commission. So I'm sorry I have to go, but if
Oh,
you've
no
got
worries.
questions, please feel free to push them my way.
All right. Good to see you today, David. Thank you. All right. Well, why don't we pop around the room here and see get updates from everybody more specifically. Does anybody want to jump in or should I just call on you? Go ahead, Leslie.
Yeah, I may as well promote an event coming up soon with the Chester County Concert Band. It's not related to 250, but we're going to be playing on Sunday, November 2nd at 2:30 at Fugate Middle School in Westchester. And it's going to be a concert all about flight. So everything has something to do with planes, rockets, Superman, the man on the flying trapeze, just all kinds of things and whatever we could come up with. So it should be a very fun concert and you can get tickets right at the door. So
That's great.
and it's interesting that that David was talking about the like keeping America beautiful and stuff because probably about maybe 10, 12 years ago, I don't know, I had approached the band board, which I'm president, to see if we could do one of those adopt a highway things.
Mm-hmm.
And they just said they thought it was going to be too dangerous and they didn't want us to do it. And I was really disappointed because, I thought it would be nice to have our name up on a sign somewhere and, hopefully we would have a stretch of road that, is not too
Sure.
dangerous and, on the middle of a highway or something. But yeah, they nixed the idea. But, if there's something simple like this that, maybe in a park or whatever, it would be nice to be able to participate in that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it is. Well, we'll definitely keep our ear to the ground on
Yeah.
as that initiative progresses.
Right. Thanks.
I want to hear what Sarah is doing at Avongrove and if there's any way we can help.
Yeah, so I did put in the chat, but we will be participating in the Dare to Declare program. We're gonna
fantastic.
have the local history geek Jim Seagrave do a reading and then talk a little bit about the historical context and tie it into the present day. So we're very
Super.
excited about that, and that's gonna be June 25th, 2026 at 6:30.
What was it? June 25th?
June 25th.
2026. That's great.
Yes. And I'm also on the Chester County Library Systems Planning Committee for CC250. So every library in our system should be doing a Dare to Declare program.
Wow, that's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, so that should be across the board. We also are going to be doing a Bells Across Chester County, sort of mirroring or mimicking Bells Across PA. So every
Yeah, sure.
library Yeah, we'll have
that's
a
great.
bell that's decorated, and there will be a passport that's connected to them. And patrons will be encouraged to visit every library, get a stamp that you visited the library, saw the bell. So that's another thing we'll be doing, but it's still in the planning process. And then we have every library will be expected to do a minimum of 3 programs connected to Chester County 250, but that is kind of like anyone can do what they want. So I think everyone's in different planning stages for that.
Yeah, sure. Of course. Yeah, we've been hearing little bits and pieces of various libraries at the
Yes.
monthly Zooms, and we were promised a couple months ago that we're going to have a system-wide planning meeting soon, and then we'll know what we're really doing.
Yes. Yes, it's been I think things are starting to come together. I know
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
library should be getting their bells in the next month or two, and then people will have a couple months to decorate them,
Oh,
and that
that's
should be
great.
tied to one of the 4 themes for Chester County
That's
250.
fantastic. Are now our artists involved in that, or how is that being handled?
That's up to the library, so you can ask a local artist to do it, you can ask a patron to do it, or staff members
good.
are also welcome to do it. It's sort of up to who people know and like what they want to do with that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, keep us posted on that. And of course, all the Dare to Declare resources are up. Feel free
Yes.
to spread the word on that, and we'll have more. And if you need, if you're looking for coaching or help, we can help supply that as well. There's going to be more focused workshops on Dare to Declare starting in January. You know, reading tips and tricks. We did a draw. We had videotaped folks reading the Declaration. I don't think anybody on this call was a part of that. But we're getting a segment of Chester County cross section of different people reading it. We also had a group of students from Coatesville High School read it. And if anybody here knows Steve Lyons from some of his other work around in theater here, he helped coach everyone. And man, I think folks were a little overwhelmed at first, but they completely knocked it out of the park with their readings and various segments of the Declaration. But it did show, at least it showed me the importance of practicing and selecting really good readers for it. Otherwise, people can't hear it. There's so many big words, so yeah, that makes it makes it tricky, a tricky document, but a very powerful one for sure. Let's see. Who else shall we hear from? Thank you so much, Sarah. Bob, what's new in Chad's Ford or Kennett? I'm sorry, Kennett.
The township. And I know Kate's on the call, but I think she's driving if she wants to chime in. As you can kind of see on the calendar that's on your bulletin board, we've got tentatively we're looking at early June for a Dare to Declare Pines, which is a beautifully restored property that we're still exploring lots of different ways to make good use for.
Great.
We're looking at that as a location for that, and it might be more.
Mhm.
Early September, we're looking at a picnic in the park. So one of the properties that was a historic farm, Spar Hill Farm. We're step by step bringing that back. We're in partnership with some of the parks and organizations to get that into usable for the community. So we're gonna have a picnic in the park and make it part of a community event and tie
Nice.
that into 250 as well. We mentioned that we're trying to look at some of the buried artifacts and people that might have taken part in some of the skirmishes within our borders, including at the kind of meeting house,
Mhm.
potentially with Hessian. So, but at least we're starting to get things to the calendar now. Very exciting.
Excellent. That's great, Bob.
And still looking again at partnerships with townships around the area, seeing how we can feed into each other's celebrations.
Sure, sure. Yeah, that just cross promoting makes so much of a difference for sure. Troy, what's going on at the park?
Well, we have a few different programs coming up next year. As you probably saw on the calendar, we have one called the Amazing Race to Brandywine, which is
Yeah.
a road rally event. So participants will start at the park and they'll drive basically what was General Howe's flanking march around the American Army, and we'll stop at 4 different locations. And at those locations, participants will get to actually do something interactive.
Oh,
Um,
very
so they'll,
cool.
so yeah. So and along with that, once you complete the road rally, you get a challenge coin as a prize for completing the challenge.
Ah,
So,
very cool.
and we'll
That's
also, yeah, we'll have some other special prizes too for different categories. We're still fleshing that out yet, but should be an exciting event, and hopefully we get a lot of participation.
I'm really jealous. My husband and I, we used to have a 69 Olds convertible, and this would be exactly the type of thing
Hmm.
we'd want to sign
Yeah.
up for. But we had a college tuition start kicking in this fall, and we decided it was time to let the girl go. So
Hmm. Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't have to be a classic car. I mean,
yeah.
if you have your old jalopy you want to drive in the road rally, that's perfectly fine. We allow that. Or actually, tickets are on sale now. So if you go to our website, you can purchase tickets through
Excellent.
Eventbrite.
That's
So,
great.
and the course itself should take 2 to 2.5 hours to complete.
Oh, that's nice. That's great. It sounds really fun. I'm
Hmm.
excited about that one.
Yeah, and that's on May 16th.
Yeah.
And then in June, we have our annual Brews at the Battlefield. We usually get around 10 microbreweries to participate, and we have a live band here.
Great.
So that's the Saturday of Father's Day weekend.
Father's Day weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that one's on the calendar yet, so we'll make sure
Okay.
it is.
The other one we're doing is Voices of Brandywine, and we're working with a Delaware theater company. And what we're doing is highlighting some of the people that were a part of the Battle of Brandywine. So we've found some firsthand accounts of people who are actually here, and we've written scripts, and we'll be submitting them to the theater company, and they'll have actors portraying some of these roles.
Oh, that's really fun.
Mhm. And that's on August 1st of next
August
year.
1st.
Hmm.
Voices of the Brandywine, you said?
Yeah, Voices of Brandywine.
And which theater company? Yeah,
The Delaware Theater Company.
Delaware. Excellent. Excellent.
And some other things too. We're working on a bingo card and a scavenger hunt as well. So we'll have a few other things that people can do throughout the year.
That's great. Very cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Kathleen Goodyear. I saw you popped in. How's it going?
It's it's going okay. Sorry, having some technical issues here, and maybe Hank can join in as I fumble this ball. But as Troy was talking about, we're here to support everything that he has going on always, and I appreciate all of his efforts with the Brandywine Battlefield Park. And on October 15th, we did have a group of interested businesses come to the township where Laura Lim, our treasurer,
Yeah.
made a presentation of how the township was interested in helping to promote any America 250 promotions that they might have, giving
Oh,
them
very
some
cool.
ideas for restaurants or services. And I think the people that came were pretty excited about it. And I don't know if Hank, you have anything you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, I think since that time, one of the jobs I'm doing is reaching out to the business community here in Chadds Ford and I've probably been to about 25 businesses in the area. And I would say that most of the people I talked to were happy that there was an engagement process for the celebration. Two, they were happy that the township was asking their ideas and their input.
Sure.
And we have a website that I can show in a moment that sort of outlines what it looks like. They're also looking forward to upcoming events, either participating on Zoom or being in person at our township building November 5th or December 1st. And the way that Laura set this up is she gave business owners the options for like a 10 o'clock meeting was our first. Our second meeting, November 5th, will be 2 p.m. and December 1st at 6:30.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
over the
Yeah.
course of a day, you can figure out what works with your partner or your business to allow
Yeah.
you to be there live or be on Zoom and learn more about this. We have QR codes that explain in more detail what it's about. And then on our website, we allow you to log in as a business. It says Chats for 250 business participation form and allows you to log in your business, your details. And we're going to have promotions over the next year and a half to 2 years, probably citing 1 or 2 or 3 businesses a week and giving them some free advertising
That's
in the process.
fantastic.
So I think that's a lot of it. Did I miss anything, Kathleen?
No, that was pretty comprehensive. I think that was
Oh,
great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really exciting. I love the idea of the townships promoting businesses in the community. It just, there's connections everywhere. It just helps everyone in the end. That's great.
And I think what you find in a township like ours that doesn't have like a main street, but
Yep.
we're corridored on 2, state
Yeah.
highways or federal
Yeah,
highways,
right.
that sometimes the small businesses that I reached out to are really small businesses. And
Mhm.
at times they're like an island to themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah.
it's like, husband and wife, mother and father, just doing what they can to offer their services. So I think a lot of my conversations were uplifting, to be honest, because
great.
you got to see people you wouldn't see normally. I mean, I don't go in and do knitting, but I went to a knitting store and had a very pleasant conversation with a long-term tenant and was just thrilled to be part of this conversation and looks forward to what she can do in her business. So
Yeah, I'm not sure the township has ever had outreach other than, a spotlight of the month kind of business.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I think it was it was, yeah, hopefully it's something that we can do for our local businesses.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I would think it would be a great model for others to follow too. I know when I worked at the mill in Chester Springs, it was kind of the same scenario. Everybody was just spread out. We're far enough away from the Exton area that you couldn't really link into there. So yeah, those little partnerships really made a big difference in the long run for sure. That's great. Let's see, who else do we have here? What about Frank from East Marlboro? I haven't picked on you yet.
Thanks, Heather. I'm still trying to drive the momentum. And at a recent historical commission meeting and HARB meeting, I found that the members were interested to receive some of the updates from your communication. So I've shared that with them recently to see how I can engage, other people to help out on this area in our township. I think I've mentioned before, we've put a link on our historic and HARB website of all your resources and
Great.
trying to share that information with the community as well as the township's newsletter. And the recent publication had a whole article on the America 250. So we're still waiting to get some kind of interest moving in our township. But I think goal is maybe to get more involved and declare.
Dare to declare.
Dare to declare. Yes, I wrote down D to D, but
Yeah, that's how I write it down all the time too, and I've done the same thing.
Yes, but I'm getting a lot of good ideas listening to the other townships, and groups to hopefully get some of our community involved in it. But again, it's been a challenge trying to get a little more backing. But I'm starting to see other members wanting to get involved. So maybe it's something I'll have better news for you at the next meeting.
Great. Well, please let us know if there's anything we can help with. Happy to talk to folks if you think that would be productive. So
Yeah, I know one of our members is interested in using the Dare to Declare to integrate it with a more progressive, timely understanding of our declaration and how it could be modernized to the real world of today. And
uh-huh.
the suggestion was again to get an expert in the academic world to come in and kind of not only have the original presentation, but then to kind of update it with current issues going on in our society. So that might be one area we can start to get some activity on.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Dr. Emily Sneff, who helped us put together our Dare to Declare resources, she has her own website. I believe it's called Declaration Stories. And every week she sends out a newsletter of another piece about the history of the Declaration of Independence. But she also offers workshops that are virtual to learn more about aspects of the Declaration of Independence. I think you'd find them interesting. If I could find the link, I will forward it to you all.
Yes, that'd be helpful. Heather, thank you.
Yeah. Judy Wilson. But thank you so much, Frank. I'm going to move along because we are getting closing in at the end of the hour here. So, Judy, do you have any updates to share?
Not at this point. I'm afraid I'm just running to keep up with everything, but we have people working on stuff. We haven't dropped the ball. I'm here to hear all the wonderful things that people are doing and report back. But I
Totally
don't have
get
anything
that.
right now.
Okay. Let's see. Who else do we have? Hank spoke already. Colin, Hannah, are you able to talk? I think you said that you were either on the road or on your phone, so.
I am on the road, but I don't really have anything to add from last month anyway.
Okay, very good. Well, that that makes it simple. I just found while you're speaking the link to Emily's page. I'm going to pop that in the chat so you can find it. It's declarationstories.org. So, and we're going to be tapping into Emily's talents and resources this winter. She's going to do part or a whole workshop with us. We haven't drilled down to the specifics yet, but she's a fantastic resource. And if you haven't encountered her work, dive in. It's fascinating. So, and she kind of lays out the whole history of the Declaration of Independence and how to break it out to grapple with it a little bit more. So, did I miss anybody? I don't think I've missed anybody. Does anybody have anything else to add or any questions? How are folks feeling in general at this point? I know it's mid-October and 2026 is, knocking at the door at this point. Any thoughts? Okay. Well, if we will do our usual follow-up, we'll make sure everything that has been shared today gets entered into the calendar if Emily hasn't already popped it in. And as we hear more from David Blackburn about the the America Beautiful project that they're doing here in Chester County, we will get that information out as well. And yeah, I hope to see you. guess I should tell you when our next meeting is. I forgot to jot that down. I usually pretty good about at least identifying the date for you so I can pop it up quickly. Let me see if I can pull that up for you.
We
It-
might have to come back and decide a new date just because that is going to be the
Yes.
week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, actually it is because
So be in
we
tune
meet
to our
the
email.
yeah, the fourth, yeah, that's the fourth Wednesday of the month.
Mm,
And yep, that's the day before Thanksgiving.
yep,
And I imagine most people will be getting their turkey ready.
yep.
So,
Hey, just on a side note, Emily, this is Hank. I'll send you over those web links that I talked
that would be
about for
great.
Chad's Ford.
Yeah,
So you
that would
can
be
Sure.
post them up.
fantastic. And we'll share
Sure.
those as
Sure.
well.
Yep, not a problem.
That's a great idea, to put forward working with the local businesses. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh, would, I mean, we can set a date now. How do folks feel about kicking it into the following week on December 3rd or moving it up to November 19th? What would or skip one, which that's tricky for us because the holidays are calling on the fourth week of December as well. We could wait until, oh, what did I just do? I just completely logged out of my calendar, so I can't look at anything. There we go. I mean, we could push back a week to December 3rd or fudge it, and I don't know what's on Emily's calendar, or we could skip November and meet on December 17th. What are folks
I-
feeling?
Yeah, I think my preference would be to skip punt November and then push it up into middle of December.
Is there any reason why we can't do that, Emily? Like
I don't
switch
think
it to the
so.
17th?
Yeah, let's talk with our team here and we'll put out
Yeah.
information in our post email,
Okay.
post meeting email.
So we'll
But that
shoot
was a
for
good
the
idea, Hank.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, this is a busy time of year. Thanksgiving will be tomorrow, as we know. I mean, we're not even to the Halloween, but it does feel like everything starts going very quick once November 1st starts. But yeah, so we'll get back to you to confirm that date, and if there's any other changes, we'll let you know.
Fantastic.
Is there anything else for the group, good of our group here? At this point, otherwise I'll let you out early and can get on to the next thing today.
Thank you.